Hey Virgos, this is Toy. Well, hey Infinites. This is the astrological reading for the sign of Virgo. We're going to go into 2020 seeing what energies we have used in 2019 and how we can take those energies and transmute them in 2020 to help us to get the best out of life and out of our mission. So before I begin, that was pretty rude. Merry Christmas Eve, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays for everybody that celebrate. If you don't celebrate, morning to you. Still in my pajamas. I wanted to get up and do this reading. This particular spread has been like therapy to me, so I'm hoping that it can be the same to you guys. We are going to do the first 5 cards up here is going to be the energy that we have either harnessed or have dealt with in 2019. The last row will be the 5 energies that we would be most beneficial to harness for us in 2020. And the row in between will be the chakra cards, which chakras we can deal with in order to align us with the energies, right? To get us from point A to point B. So this is a general tarot reading. It is not to be used for any type of mental health services or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, but this particular spread was like therapy for me. I'm not going to even lie to you. So, quick little disclaimer as we move forward into 2020, please know that though there is nothing wrong with tarot reads that talk about romance, that talk about who's thinking about you, what's going to happen, no contact, emotional stuff, there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm pretty sure that I'll get messages for stuff like that as time goes on. But infinite work is definitely about work. It's about ascension on the path. And so just a quick disclaimer going into 2020, if you don't want to hear about your shadow side, if you just want to hear about the fluffs and the unicorn and the rainbows, if you don't want to know about how spirit is talking to us to ascend further, how spirit is talking to us to be able to use our shadow attributes and our shadow aspects in order to make the most out of our life here and achieve our mission and our soul purpose, then you might as well go ahead and unsubscribe, because that's what we're going to be talking about. Like I said, YouTube is new for me. General readings are new for me. I usually do personals, and that is what we focus on and what we discuss, how to move forward on our path of ascension and what blockages, what are we doing that is hindering us from being able to move forward the way that we want. Okay, so you don't like that, just go ahead. Love you still, but this just probably not the page for you. All right, so let's pray in. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Marine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ancestors, both known and unknown. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Thank you, guides. Thank you, spiritual teams. Thank you, guardian angels, angels, archangels. Thank you, all infinites working for the collective raising of the vibration. I ask that you remove any blockages, either internal or external, from myself of those watching. I ask that you bring the people who are needed to see this message to this video and to this page, that you open up their minds and in order to help them ascend further. I ask that you use me as a vessel to be able to give the messages as you see fit without my bias or opinions anywhere therein. I ask that you just give us love and grace and messages, and I thank you in advance for the grace, mercy, messages, and blessings that you will bestow upon us during this reading going forward into 2020. We love you, and we are eternally grateful for the opportunity and thankful for the opportunity to work with you and to be worked with. We love you, and we thank you so much. I mean, and Ashe. So, spiritual team for the astrological sign of the Virgos. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I heard earth, moon, earth, moon. So let's get 5 cards for where the Virgos have been in 2019, or the energies that they're harnessing or dealing with. Sorry. First card is the Chariot. I'm sure that there's probably a way that I could fix this better. Okay. Oh, this is more than 5 cards. So, no, I'm not going to say any of those cards that just flew out. Sorry, guys. It was a 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower in reverse, Justice in reverse, Hangman in reverse, Queen Swords in reverse. It was more cards than I needed, and I don't know which ones to pick. And I'm not going to pick more than 5. So, I'm trying to think. Is there a way? I don't know. Okay, so anyway, that's a Chariot. Need 4 more cards for the Virgo, please. So with the Chariot here, you know, most tarot cards, when they have the Chariot, it be 2 different entities, like a black and a white one or whatever, going in 2 different directions, implying that it's a need to kind of like tame something in the situation. You got the 8 of Swords. But here you see this Chariot, there's only one, and he's looking off to the side. He's sitting down, chilling. So I feel like this is like great inner resolve. I feel like these are things, Virgo, that you've been getting through in a major way throughout 2019. But I think that it is less tangible, third dimension things and more like within yourself things, fifth dimensional things. And I feel like it's things that you may have very well been keeping to yourself, right? A lot of people may not know that you have been going through these things. And with the 8 of Swords here, I feel like this is saying in 2019 you've had quarrels with people. And I feel like this is like cycles. I feel like even if it's not the same people that you're arguing with, it's the same types of arguments. Like it's the same vibration, might be different faces, but it's like you keep like almost like keeping on running into the same things. The same types of people, the same elements, the same arguments, like the same problems at work or in relationships in 2019. Now this is 3 cards. Ow, it's 3 cards, y'all. I feel like this should go first. The Hierophant. The 7 of Coins. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so in 2019, yeah, I feel like there's been like quite a big deal of inner resolve, inner growth. I feel like you've been trying to figure things out, just in terms of, and not even figuring it out, like putting your hand in on it, like just trying to get guidance, just trying to study, get more understanding of different things, maybe even different people. But I feel like in 2019, you also did like come to this realization of destiny, of certain things being outside of your hands. I feel like you did, it's not that you didn't work hard and gain a lot, you did, but, and there was quarrel, but there was overcome. I see quarrel, but I see overcome. I'm seeing a certain humility in the Virgos that's going to resonate with this reading in 2019. There's a certain humility, a certain submission almost that I'm feeling with these cards for 2019. So in 2019, if you are a type of Virgo who has gained great inner resolve, you know, have had quarrel with people, or maybe not even quarrels, but maybe looking to the cycles, like identifying the cycles in your life, with your communication with people, maybe arguments, maybe seeing like this repetitive nature, and really like kind of going within, even gaining some type of instruction from someone that you trust, maybe some type of religious group or sector or leader or something like that. And really coming to the understanding of really not having to do it all by yourself. I feel like, Virgo, really like, I feel like there's been some type of spiritual awakening and an understanding of submission to a higher power in 2019. Okay, so if that makes sense to you, then this reading is probably going to resonate with you. I didn't knock to ask to be let in. Okay, instead of the Chariot, I wish I really knew like how to set up properly so you guys could really get a good look at everything. Nope, I'm not taking 5 cards for one. The Chariot. 1 card, please, instead of the Chariot. So, like I said, this is giving me a really inner resolve. The type of thing that maybe one has to get through best by standing still, by not actually taking action. Come on, no ma'am. Too many cards. 1 card, please, for the Virgo. Instead of the Chariot energy, what energy can we go into 2020 with? All right, so it's the Fool card. For me, it's upside down. For you, looking at it, it's going to be right side up. And I'm going to leave it like that because I feel like this is saying that a lot of what you have really kept inside, going through in the inner resolve kind of way, is because you may not feel like people around you will understand. It was 11/11, so it may be due to a relationship too. You may not feel like people around you is going to understand you wanting this new beginning, or you wanting to go off on this particular direction or do this particular thing. Why do you want this? Why does this? Why does that? And so that's maybe why you've keeping it to yourself and kind of have to overcome it by yourself. And I feel like with the Fool energy here, it's saying that perhaps what you want to do, perhaps what you've been keeping to yourself and trying to muster up, it may be a good beginning to you, but those outside of you, it may not be so good for them. So this may be a situation in 2020 or a decision that has to be made that it may be a good decision for you. For you, it may be on the up and up, but for some other people, it's almost like somebody may have to lose in order for you to win, type of thing. Okay. Why is the 8 of Swords here? Okay. And we have the Magician in the reverse again. So again, I'm getting what you're stressed out about, Virgo. The reason why you're stressed out and you're kind of holding it to yourself is because, again, might be something that is going to be beneficial for you, a new good beginning for you, may not so much for somebody outside of you. And this may be somebody outside of you that you don't want to be a part of giving the shitty end of the stick to. You know, the Hierophant. The Hierophant. I'm hearing that's the way the cookie crumbles sometime, Virgo. The Hierophant. And maybe that's why this thing have you stressed, because it's like maybe you know that, like, damn, wait a minute, all of this was popping out in the reverse. Let me turn it over. And I only need 1 card, please. 1 card. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant talks about, we have Pentacles. The Hierophant talks about getting guidance. But this one talks about actually doing the work. So again, I feel like you are in a very submissive state in 2019, very seeking guidance, very humble, very okay, let me just see, very taking accountability, very self-analytical, self-calculations, like, you know, and the 3 of Pentacles is about getting to work, though, right? So this is about taking the advice, getting the instruction, and this is about going ahead and bringing it together and getting to work. Okay, 7 of Coins. Okay. Knight of Swords. So the 7 of Coins is about the heaviness of carrying so much, and I just, 7 is a God number. It's about the God within you for me as a reader. So maybe, you know, you've manifested so much. You just have so much on you. Maybe so many people depending on you. Maybe, you know, it's just so much depending on you, right? If you make a different decision, it might not look good for somebody else or some other people, but it'll be good for you. And I feel like in 2020, they asked you to come in with that movement, come in with that truth, come in with that light, come in with that, you know, that passion and that action. Because things seems to be wearing you down. I mean, and not in a bad way. I mean, this is manifestation from the core. This is not bad things, so to speak, but it just may be a lot on you. The Knight of Swords is a little bit more light because he carries the truth and nothing else. There's no gray areas. This is the truth and nothing else. It's just what's best for me. It's just the truth. It's just what it is. No feelings. No shade. No shit. It's just what it is. That's how the Knight of Swords comes in. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune. So it's kind of just succumbing to destiny. And you got the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands, which makes what? The Three of Wands. What's the Three of Wands? Your ship's coming in. Or you hailing your taxi, choosing which ship you're going to go on. Because you've already made a choice and come up with something. And that's time to move forward in it. So here it may be the energy in 2019 for my Virgos that's resonating with this is that you've held back. You know, you've been really stressed out doing it. You've held back not doing something that you've wanted to do because it may not work out good for other people or another person. And in 2020, it's looked like you're being urged to go ahead and walk forward. Go ahead and go for it. No matter however it might affect other people at this point. Okay, from the Chariot to the Fool. What's chakra? For the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Chariot to the Fool. What chakra will help them? We got two chakras, and I don't like when they do that. I'm gonna take it. You got growth and facade. From the Chariot to the Fool. That is heart chakra and solar plexus chakra. Then I say with the hiding with the Seven, the Chariot, like it's like an inner thing. It's like you had to stand still, almost like meditative, thinking on it, not so much forward movement. Okay, what about the Eight of Swords? So growth and facade. So growth talks, oh, y'all getting two cards and two cards and two cards. So this might be about relationships and balance. So from the Eight of Swords to the Magician in the reverse, you got two third eye chakras, which is forgiveness and faith. Okay. For the Hierophant, and I will read the snippet from the book for all of these, and then I will leave the, that was prayer, by the way, but I was talking. And I will leave the meditations for each one of these inside of the comment section below. Okay, Hierophant to the Three of Pentacles. I do not take chakra cards in reverse. Well, I do, but not for this one. So from the Hierophant to the Three of Pentacles is abundance. Solar plexus chakra. Cool. So abundance, this card talks about a little girl who fishes his money out. See, this man, he drops the money in there. He is confused. He is just altogether out of his mind about it. He goes to get a drink, which makes it worse. See, here he got one hand on his head. Up here, he got two hands on his head. You know, he just made it worse. She figured it out. She found a way to get the coins out. Not only that, she saved the coins up with other coins. And then she went and she bought a house with it. So instead of carrying this heavy burden with that 7 of coins there, you know, they're telling you to get to work. And the way to do that is find your way to abundance. Have confidence in it. You know, if it's a detour, come up with something else. It's okay. Where was this Knight of Swords? The Knight of Swords was with something. Was it with the Ace and the 3? I guess so. Alright, the Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, make this decision to move forward in truth and quickly. And Wheel of Fortune with completion. Okay, so let's get a quick snippet. So, facade. with the Chariot to the Fool in the reverse. So facade is personal comfort comes with this metallic energy and a deep need to discover your true self. Earthly values and care for others are also represented. Being cut off from feelings may be a challenge. Recover who you are and rethink your journey. Again, with that 7, that Chariot. Then I say it's like still that Fool, rethink your journey. Okay, growth. This card implies personal commitment and following one's heart. It is about honoring your growth and the growth of others. There is a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. This is a time to uphold what your heart knows is true. So like I said, it may not be good for everybody else, but everybody else may not understand it, but hold it now. The 7 of Coins to the... Wait, that was completion. That mean I didn't pull one for the 7 of Coins to the Knight of Swords? I did. I thought it was like this. And then the Hierophant to the 3 of Pentacles. No, that was for abundance. Oh, I didn't pull one for the 7 of Coins. If I did, then I don't know. I'm going to pull another one. 3 of Coins to the Knight of Swords, please. I mean, 7 of Coins to the Knight of Swords. 7 of Coins to the Knight of Swords. Sorry, Virgos. I know y'all not even like that. Y'all not even like that. All right, joy. Solar plexus chakra. All right, anyway, so forgiveness and faith, both third eye chakras. To get from the 8 of Swords to the Magician in reverse. So forgiveness is amethyst protects us from toxic situations. This card indicates healing and allowing yourself to return to the natural state of peace once again. Remember, we never forgive others. We only forgive ourselves for loving others who betrayed us. This is a time of personal evolution. And then faith, we are all wounded. Some wounds are recognized easily while others are not. Forge ahead and do not allow your pain to hold you back. You are meant to inspire others, and if you do not carry on, they will suffer. It is time to deliver your message. See? Even though it may not work for others, that's okay. And if it worked for you, that's what's up. Okay. From the Hierophant to the 3 of Pentacles is abundance. Gold represents the power of the mind to choose. One choice may be wise, the other foolish. Choosing well may involve temporary sacrifice in order to gain your desires. Remember that you can always make a new choice. Okay? From the 7 of Coins to the Knight of Swords, solar plexus, joy. This vibrational energy is walking on air. A pure essence of joy comes through detachment. Daisy yellow brings joy but does not experience it. Its purpose is to radiate what is inside. This powerful energy moves your projects forward. It is too detached to be creative but will draw in assistance necessary to further your goals. Right? So that's 7 of Coins, handling it by yourself. That joy, that feeling of detachment, right? Because when we're not attached to an outcome, we can be happier about everything that we're doing. Because shit, we're not expecting nothing one way or another. We're just doing what we do, right? So being in that energy will bring about this type of light flight energy, black and white, solid energy, and maybe bring in people to help you, right? With that load there that you've been carrying in 2019. Okay, and from the Wheel of Fortune to the Ace of Wands with the 2 of Wands, which is the 3 of Wands, which is so, it's really just so much divinity in there. This is you know, how you call it, submitting to the powers that be and understanding that you know, there are elements outside of yourself that have control over what goes on as well. But this is understanding that you can also harness that power and have control over things as well. Okay? And how do you get there is completion. And that is sacral chakra. Here is a warm and cheerful energy that brings calm to an ending, making it poignant, not sad. Something is taking place outside your comfort zone, so step into the emotional grace of completion. There's no drama here, only resolution. Yes, I feel like you let something come to an end. Like when you let fate and nature, destiny take its course. Like you just let things play out, and maybe some things came to an end, and that's fine. That's fine. We can let that go because now there's new things. There's that Ace of Wands and that Two of Wands. There's passion. There's choice. There's movement. There's creativity. There's coming together. Okay? So like I said, I'm going to leave each of those at the bottom. I'm going to do a little different for coming into 2020. Let's see what sign, what astrological sign you can learn something from in the year 2020. And when this sign comes out, just however you resonate with this particular sign, like whatever comes to your mind when you think of this astrological sign, whatever comes out, you know, see how you could harness in on that energy. Got one. Okay. We got here chakra to focus on for 2020. Thank you. We got what's going on with that chakra. I think my time one's in here too. I don't know what's going on with that chakra for the 2020. Did something pop out? No. Okay. What's going on with that chakra for the 2020, please? 2. And what relationships or aspects of your life will probably be of most focus in 2020? Okay. So I think this is the one with the astrological sign. Nope, this is the chakra. Oh, this makes perfect sense. Yep, because y'all been holding stuff back and in for 2019. Okay, so the astrological sign you can learn something from in 2020 is the Scorpio. So think about what you know about the Scorpio. Very mysterious. They got them that damn stinger too. Get your ass. Scorpios, whatever you know about Scorpios, however that resonates with you. Okay, so your chakra, your throat chakra, again, because we've been chilling in 2019, right? Not really speaking up so much, maybe. Okay, got your throat chakra, and it says your throat chakra, the state of it, it's stagnant. A new cycle wants to start, but you're holding it up. Look, they're telling you to go forward. The time frame that is important for you is the future. See, Virgo? Oh, dope. And what you can find a lot of focus on in 2020 is going to be your credit. And this is either your street credit or your financial credit. And this would be being true to yourself and 3 of Pentacles with abundance. And maybe both for you in 2020, Virgo. And maybe both for you. So thank you so much, Virgo, for watching. And I appreciate you guys. I wish you the best 2020 ever. And I will see you guys next time.